So you've seen me do a few videos in the past where I've gotten in a stock tank and been very, very cold and shivery. You can go ahead and break it. And then gotten out and used a survival bivvy to warm back up. Well, one of the things that we talk about with preparing for high stress shooting situations is inoculating yourself to stress, different kinds of stress, so that things that used to be very, very stressful are not as stressful anymore. Still stressful, but not as stressful. So I'm just going to show you an example of that with cold water. And this is, as you can see, it's cold. It's, let's see, well, about 32. Underneath the water, it's 35, so it's a little bit warmer. But I'm just going to go ahead and get in, and I've been doing this a lot this winter. It's actually something I look forward to. So before, what would happen is I'd get in and I'd start shivering, and it would be obvious that I was stressed. And now, because I've been doing it as much as I have, it's not near as big of a stress. I don't have very much of a change in my voice. I could tell there was a little bit of a change as I got in. My heart rate drops quite a bit. It dropped from about 85 to 65. And I'll be able to stay in here for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and really be fairly comfortable. And what I do is I get in, wait for my heart rate to go down because of the cold, and then when it starts popping back up again, I look at that as my central nervous system responding as if it's a stressor, it's a threat, and then I get out. So that's about a minute, and my heart rate's gone up a little bit from its low, and I'm going to go ahead and get out. But the big thing I want you to see is, if you've seen my past videos where I do this, I was obviously cold and obviously not comfortable and stressed because of the cold. And from frequent small block exposure over time, it's not that big of a deal anymore. And that's kind of what we want to do with other stresses, especially if we're preparing for high stress shooting situations. So we want to take something that is not normal and causes a stress response and kind of mute it, make it so it's not that big of a deal anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And underneath this, I'm going to have some ways that you can do stress training at home, alone, that will prepare you for reality-based training, for force-on-force training, or for real-world self-defense situations. Well, if you have any questions, ask below. Thanks.